What's up, people? Certainly been a while since we've last chatted. In fact, it's been over a year since I posted a video. Um, I don't know what to say really other than I apologize. Kind of just been slacking on YouTube. Certainly been busy in other aspects of my life. And unfortunately, I just really didn't have time to do this. Been getting a lot of requests and actually got a couple today, and I just said, you know what? I'm just going to find the time and let's make a video. So anyway, I think in this video I'm just going to make of the service carts, and then I'll make a video for the box. That way we don't have like some ridiculously long video, or even more ridiculously long. I'm sure this video is going to be long, and so is the box one. But anyway, as you could tell from the last video, or maybe you can't, but anyway, there's some differences. One of them being we're in a completely different building. In fact, we're in a completely different state. I actually moved the shop to Florida. I was born and raised in New Jersey. I actually moved back to Florida. I actually lived here for quite a bit after high school. In fact, Florida is where I started my whole automotive career and basically acquired the knowledge that I have for automobiles. I basically learned everything in Florida. Anyway, so as you can tell, the box pretty much looks the same. I have my PC and my printer and everything out here with the box versus the office. It's just a little bit more convenient. As you can also tell, the Harbor Freight red 5-drawer cart has been replaced by 2 of their 4-drawer black carts, which again, like I said, we'll just do a video for them. There's also a Lamborghini insignia hanging on the wall. I'm sure I'll catch something for that from somebody, but anyway, a client of mine actually gave it to me, so I like it. Whether you guys know or not, I am a huge fan of Lamborghini, but more than that, I actually like to service them and work on them. And if you follow me on other sites on the internet, you'll know that. So anyway, I guess let's just get this thing going, and we'll start with the carts. So I have 2 carts, obviously. This first one is my, what you would call, I guess like a diagnostic cart. I basically keep my diagnostic equipment in here. I really don't use this cart that much as far as a service cart. It was more diagnostic, hence it's my diagnostic cart. Also, too, I know I get sidetracked, but let's just go through this. Obviously you guys know that I'm on the Garage Journal. Don't know if you can really see that through there. But if you also want to follow me, you can follow me on, hey, look, Lamborghini. Anyway, you can follow me on Instagram. I think it's kind of hard to see. My Instagram ID or username is JohnnyOCD. For those of you who know me, the name suits me. For those of you who don't, just watch a couple of my videos, or just give me about a couple minutes and you'll understand why I picked that name. Anyway, I know I slack on answering questions on YouTube and whatnot. I do frequent Instagram more than anything, so if you really want to get a hold of me, go on there. It's just easier for me to respond to comments on there versus YouTube. I don't know why, it just is, or at least for me. Anyway, let's get going with the cart. I would like to paint these carts white to match the box. I would like to Line-X the top of this box, the stainless steel top. I'd like to Line-X it black. I'd like to Line-X the top of this box, or the cart, black, to match that, while this is white with the black trim on the handles, which actually I think the Mac handles might actually fit on that. I'll find out later. But anyway, I'm rambling again like I usually do. Let's just go through this. So these are just some scanners. As far as my scanners go, I really don't have anything high-tech. It's an Innova, does OBD1, OBD2. I got the Launch CRP123, does OBD2, SRS and ABS for most vehicles, not all. Won't do BMW. For people who actually service BMWs, you'll know why it doesn't, but it just doesn't hook up to the service port. Those are some OBD1 adapters back there. That is my Bluetooth data link connector for the Torque Pro app on the tablets, which I like that. It's pretty cool. I like the updates they've done on it. I mainly use the Torque Pro after doing like an engine rebuild, head gaskets, whatever. You can put the tablet on your box, let the car idle, let it get up to operating temperature, and the tablet or the Torque Pro app will actually let you know when you're up to the operating temperature. You have to set the settings for it, but when you set it, it'll let you know that you're up to it. It'll also let you know if you're about to go over a warning setting or something like that. So it's actually pretty cool. So you actually don't have to keep an eye on all the gauges in the car, and you can kind of clean up as you're letting it warm up and whatever. So I really like the Torque Pro app. It's, again, I've said it before in previous videos, it's pretty much the best bang for your buck. And I did have the Mac guy let me use, I guess it's by Launch, which is a fairly reputable company. I mean, they make this scanner, but anyway, they have some kind of Bluetooth thing for Android and iPhone. You do have to get it specifically for your device, but anyway, it's called the Easy Diag or something, for Easy Diagnostics. I really don't like it. For what they want you to spend, you have to buy their own data link connector, which I think is like $50, which isn't that bad for a Bluetooth data link connector. This one was $15, and it works great. But anyway, the software programs they want you to buy, it'd be cool if you could, because most, scanners are now based off of like Windows or Android. It would be really cool if you could just not spend $10,000 and just get like a Windows tablet or an Android tablet, spend maybe like $1,000 or $2, and have all the capabilities. I think that would be awesome, and I think they should do that. And I think eventually they will. But what this Easy Diag is, and again, I'm sorry if anybody likes it or has. I don't think it compares to the Torque Pro. Yes, it does ABS and SRS, but for the price point, it's not worth it, in my opinion. So if you have the Easy Diag or you want to check it out, go right ahead. I mean, don't follow exactly what I say, but for me, it's not for me. Maybe it's too beta, and maybe they'll work some bugs out, but I just find it to be slow and just buggy and doesn't work, and it takes a long time to set up. Not just to set up the app, I mean just to set up in the car. I don't know. Anyway, moving along. So these are my scanners. They've gotten me by for the longest time. I don't have any $10,000 scanners. Eventually I'd like to get something, but price point wise, I just don't need it yet, or for what I do, and for what I do, like, if anybody's ever done like a clutch on a Lamborghini Gallardo, there's a reset. I don't know a scanner that actually does that. You have to specifically get it done through Audi Lambo, or just don't reset it. So basically, I send them off, pay $200 to basically have a qualified Lamborghini dealership reset the light. So, but anyway, these are multimeters, nothing spectacular. This is an Actron. It's always worked great. This is an Inova, kind of used as a backup. It's clamp meter, some test leads, nothing fancy. Again, these are all in the previous videos. I just took them out of the white maximizer to make room and put them in this cart. I don't really feel like opening everything. I don't really think it's that important. And again, if you really want to see what all this stuff is, you can go through the previous videos. But these are just a bunch of electrical connectors and older test lights I don't even use. Spark plug, or spark checkers, or whatever. Anyway, so there we go. Some Noid lights, tack. Let's see. Power Probe 3, which I think is a great investment. Stethoscope, digital stethoscope. Let's see. Again, I'm sorry, I'm looking through my phone when I do this. Injector, pulse command and tester, power probe soldering pen, Mac wire strippers, channel lock wire strippers, crimpers, some butane for the power probe torch or pen, thermometer. That's it. Under here, I keep some cases. These are actually accessories for the snap-on welder right here, the Muscle Mig 250. I'll tell you what, why don't we go over to the next cart and we'll come back to the welder. I think we'll throw the welder in this video, but anyway. Alright. This is more or less my service cart. this is the one where I'll take tools out of the maximizer, put them in here for a specific job that I'm doing. This cart is not actually filled with tools, as it is more or less accessory tools to help me while I work. Anyway, there's a magnet bar up here, from Mac Tools, I guess. Anyway, it's a pretty damn strong magnet, but what I mainly do is the sockets that I'm using, I will arrange them up here, and if I'm using a lot, I can hang them from the bottom also. Basically based off drive sizes, ½ inch if I use ½ inch, but it's mainly 3/8, ¼ inch specialty bits. I'll go this way, extensions, whatnot. Then I'll put the ratchets, laying in here, and my air ratchets here, and impact gun if I'm doing it, whatever. Screwdrivers, pry bars, they'll just stand there. Anyway, in this cart is basically, these are muffin tray, which I've talked about in previous videos. I used to just hold various nuts and bolts for the jobs that I'm doing, segregate them and keep them clean. This tray is actually for while I'm working, messy, greasy stuff goes in there. It just prevents from getting the mats dirty. I usually lay my air ratchet in here, and it just kind of hangs off the end while it's on the hose, and I just hang it in here. It prevents it from walking off or damaging the cart. Just, I don't know, for me it just works that I just lay it right there. And this drawer is just another magnet tray to be pulled out, maybe put on the car or something like that if I need to put something in there. Again, I don't really use these drawers while I'm servicing it. They just hold items that I use while I service the cars, if that makes any sense, because it barely made any sense to me. But anyway, safety glasses, actually need to get another pair. These are kind of scratched up, kind of hard to see out of, so I'll get another pair. This is like a desk organizer, for pencils and paper clips and whatnot. I actually use it for mainly rocker arms, lifters, lash adjusters, doing head gaskets. It's nice. Maybe I run a little masking tape along the edges, and I can label left, right side, front, back, whatever, cylinder numbers, 135, or depending on what you're doing. And I have 2 of them, usually for per bank, for bank 1, bank 2. Actually works out pretty nicely. Either put paper towels in there, or maybe cut up some pig mat when I lay the pieces in there. And you can also write on the pig mat or the paper towels, just to keep yourself organized. So that's mainly what I do. It works out really, really nicely, actually. It's very cheap too. I got them at a dollar store, so they're like $1 a piece. And they are oil resistant because they're plastic. So I don't know how chemical resistant they are, but I don't know. Again, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. More muffin tray and other trays, various trays. This is weird because I'm looking through it. That is a Harbor Freight Earthquake ½ inch impact, air blowgun, some wire wheels, flapper wheels, more magnets. Actually, one of those headlight light things. Mac guy gave that to me for free. Somebody warrantied it. Turned out it just needed batteries or something. I don't know. This is for my Mac 3/8 impact gun boot, so I can protect my impact and keep it all nice and pretty. Anyway, in here I just keep painter's tape, mainly for labeling harnesses, tags, even body panels. I do a lot of Audi Volkswagen work, so if anybody knows that, you're definitely, you're taking the front fascia or bumper, whatever you want to call it, off. I like to mask the edges, so when I'm putting it up or just anything happens, don't run the risk of nicking or damaging the client's car. These are some Ziploc bags. These are actually the small ones. I only have 2 types of Ziploc bags now. I use the very small or very large. I find that the in-between sizes just seem to be a waste. So for long duration projects or something like that, these I use for nuts, bolts, or whatever, and write on the bag with a Sharpie, and there you go. Then I'll also use, these are the big bags, which I can house. I don't really feel like pulling them out, but they're about I think 15 inches, maybe a foot. I don't know, square. I don't know. Anyway, they're pretty big. These are foam pads that I use to say I'm removing the hood just to gain access or have like a better view or better lighting or whatever, I use these to put on the edges of the hood so that I can set the hood down and I don't have to worry about chipping the paint on the corners. And then some other various foam pads for maybe setting other parts down or on. You can actually set 2 or 3 of them out, and you can actually have them hover over the ground, so it doesn't actually have to touch the ground. So that's basically what I use these for. Anyway, same thing for this with the hood. This is for the striker latch. I put this on the hood so that when these are sitting on the ground, this is usually, you know, leaning against the wall or something like that, so none of the hood is actually touching anything but foam. So again, it's just a small precaution to protect my client's vehicle. Just various whatnots: silicone, dielectric grease, whiteout, lighters for whenever you need a lighter. I don't smoke cigarettes. I actually used to, but I'm going on almost 3 years now, no cigarettes, so that's good for me. And on a side note, if you're ever thinking about quitting smoking or whatever, it's probably one of the best things I've ever done. I feel great. Anyway, back to whatever. These are for the silicone or dielectric grease. I also like to use these to plug up transmission lines, vacuum hoses, whatever. They work great because they're tapered, so you can, you know, to me it's just a lot faster than jamming a bolt in there, trying to find a bolt or whatever. Usually these will fit a variety of sizes that you'll come across in almost every automobile. It tends to work, so works pretty good. Pig mats. Actually, these aren't pig mats. These are the generic knockoffs. I think they're made by Oil Dry or something like that. I need to get another set of pig mats. You know, the bigger industrial size rolls. Like, I like to buy them in bulk. So these are just temporary until I get more pig mats. Let's see. What do we got under here? This Mac bag houses some Mac Tools seat covers. You know, just to protect the client's seats. So I use those. A jump box. Vacuum for AC. Some Mac gloves. These are some mechanics arm protection for hot surfaces or whatever. I don't really feel like pulling them out. These are movers blankets. I actually use these as fender covers. I find they do a better job than these fender covers. As far as marring, scratching, you know, it's not going to happen. They're thicker. I actually use these fender covers to protect the movers blankets. You know, if I'm doing a head gasket or something like that, maybe pulling a cylinder head off, maybe a little coolant might come out of it. I don't want them to get on these blankets. So I don't know. I know sometimes I have issues, but you know, I like to present myself in a very professional fashion and a clean fashion. That's why I don't like this shop. It's got foam insulation on the base of it, sealing from the walls. It's just, I don't know. I'm not even going to bother trying to make this shop fit my standards because it's just going to cost me too much money. So I'm just going to look for something else. But anyway, like I was saying, I just like to present myself as organized as possible because, you know, it's a reflection of the job that I do, and I think the clients understand that. Let's see. I also have a new light here. I had, I don't know if we went over it in the other videos or not, I had the Baco LED cordless one. Dropped it, and it no longer works. And basically, once you blow an LED in it, it's kind of toast. So I bought that one. It's way brighter. Yes, it has a cord, but it's way brighter, way more durable. It's not LED. It's a fluorescent bulb. They're $5 replacement bulbs. I'm just going to stick with that for right now. I was just about to end this video at almost 20 minutes, but I realized I said that I would go over this welder. So let me pull that out. Give me a second. Okay. Let me set this up. Alright, anyway, this is the Snap-on Muscle MIG 250. I am not a professional welder. I would like to be. And let me tell you, this welder is amazing. I basically just watched YouTube videos, some forums on the internet, and within a year, I think my welding skills went way up. Now, that's just my opinion, but it's getting pretty good at it. Anyway, I liked it so much that I actually bought the accessories for it. I haven't used any of them yet. I actually have to go get the proper shielding gas for it. Right now we're just doing a 75-25 mix of argon and CO2 for the MIG. I need to get just 100% of argon, and we can use the other adapters or the other accessories for it, which I'll show you. This is a snap-on welding mask. Now, again, this is a snap-on welder or branded snap-on welder. To me, I think it's a great welder. I think it's excellent, in fact. So I'm not trying to knock on Snap-on with the next thing I'm going to say, but this mask, which is made by a company called Save Face, the auto darkening lens on it went out on it. I bought it through Snap-on, I believe, for like $155, just for the auto darkening. Okay, not the helmet, just the auto darkening. Save Face sells it for, I believe, around $50 to $60, maybe $75. I'm not sure. Anyway, there is no Snap-on dealer in this area, so I called Snap-on about warrantying it, and they told me to call Save Face. Well, I think that's kind of poor on their part. I mean, if someone's going to spend double the money because it says Snap-on for that Snap-on warranty and that Snap-on convenience, then warranty the item for me. Don't tell me to call another company. Like, this is ridiculous. So anyway, I had to call Save Face. They told me to mail it out to them, so I got to pay for that, pay for the postage, which, all right, whatever, but I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to do that. I've already spent so much money. But, people at Save Face, they were great. They were like, just send it in and, we'll send you another one. No worries. So I'm actually thinking about maybe getting another one because they're way cheaper through Save Face. In fact, you can get a custom mask for $150 already with the auto darkening. You get the mask and everything. Through Snap-on, it's going to cost you like $300. So I would rather just go straight through them because Snap-on will not even honor any warranty on this. They'll just tell you to contact Save Face. So basically, you get a Chinese mask, a Chinese lens, and somebody spray painted Snap-on on it with a stencil and, marked it up. So it's typical, and I don't necessarily have a problem with that because, there's a convenience. But my issue is that the convenience is gone. Okay, there is no convenience. Snap-on is not going to warranty this. I have to go through Save Face, so there's no convenience. It's actually now a hassle. So anyway, that's my little gripe on it. I actually have a gripe with the Snap-on tech angle wrenches also, which I'll do in the toolbox video. But my 1/4-inch tech angle, I took the batteries out of it and put a new set in, and it came up with a UCal code, that the unit needs to be calibrated. There's a 1-year warranty on the torque wrench. I owned it for 55 weeks, which means it was 3 weeks out of warranty. They told me I have to send it in for calibration, take anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks to get back, and would run me like $150. Are you kidding me? Really? I changed the batteries, and apparently I might have touched a button, they said. If you hold the up-down button or you bump it while you take the batteries out, this happens. Well, that's a genius move there. Nobody could figure out to not let that happen. But anyway, I'm not going to pay them to calibrate an item. In fact, I looked it up online. I calibrated myself in about 5 minutes. It was relatively simple. So there's another little gripe I'm having with Snap-on. Now again, like I said, this welder is a great welder, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to buy anything from Snap-on again. I don't buy much from them, but within this last year, I bought this welder, every accessory they have for it, and an 80-gallon air compressor. And that may not sound like a lot, but in reality, it's about $15,000. So I'm not buying anything. In fact, I'm a little upset. But anyway, so that's that. And again, I do not work for Mac Tools. I'm not affiliated with Mac Tools. So this is not like some kind of like, let me bash on Snap-on. That's not it at all. So that's that. Anyway, I've rambled. Let's just get back to the welder. So anyway, this is the Muscle Meg. It's a great welder. I like it, and let me pull out the accessories for it. Let me, you have to bear with me here. I'm going to pull all these out and scratch and nick everything up while I do it. Hold on. Oops, sorry, I'm not looking through. A little heavy. Hold on. All right. Okay. Oh my God. I actually got these cases off a member on the Garage Journal. Traded out some Craftsman chrome sockets for these cases. Again, I'm sorry I don't actually know his username right now, but these are great cases. They really are. This is the gas regulator for the tank. These are some replacement tips for the MIG welder. I don't really have to pull everything out, do I? But anyway, I keep it in here because I don't need it breaking off or getting hit or something. So I don't feel like buying another one. This is the TIG adapter. Haven't really used it. I played around with it because I'm impatient, but that was basically with the argon and CO2 mix, which you can't do. But anyway, just playing around with it. And this is, hold on. This is the aluminum spool gun for welding aluminum. So I mean, basically with this welder, I can MIG, TIG. I can only TIG stainless. Well, okay, I can't do aluminum with the TIG welder. Okay, so this is aluminum spool gun. Again, you know, I know you want to, when you're doing aluminum, you want to TIG, but you know, I want to try this. And you know, as far as welding goes, I consider myself still a novice. And I learn as I go, and I figured this would be the easiest route for welding aluminum right now, and you know, just going from there. Wow, we're almost at 30 minutes. But anyway, this is some accessories for the welder. These are not used. I'm going to be the first to admit it. I know I get a lot of crap for claiming that my stuff isn't used, but I don't know. That's just a whole nother story in itself. So anyway, this is that was my service carts, and that was my welder, and I'm going to go ahead and make another video for the box, which if you guys are watching this and you want to see the box, I'll give you a little sneak peek of mine and most likely everybody else's favorite drawer. This is my top drawer in the box. So anyway, I know I don't use my tools. That's what everybody says, which, you know, I guess I'm just going to have to start making service videos too. I'm going to have to get like a camera or a stand or something. When that's going to happen, I don't know. But I also want to just state too that if you've watched this whole thing, I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, I want to try something differently though. I know I get a lot of negative comments saying that I don't use my stuff, or, you know, I'm this or that. Whatever. I mean, it's your opinion. Say whatever you want. But I'm not going to entertain those comments, and I might even delete those comments unless, if you want to complain or say something that I don't use my tools or whatever, usually I feel when somebody does that, or the quote-unquote trolling on the internet, I really just think like you're jealous. And, you know, I mean, whatever. This is not like the greatest tool set in the world. I'm proud of it. You know, I am. And I take care of my stuff. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that have a better box and more tools and better tools, and they're better technicians than I am, and, you know, whatever like that. All I'm saying is if you're going to rag on me and say negative things, I want you to back it up. You know, show me your box. Show me what you have. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see, like, how close you are to my level then. Because if you can't even be in the same, like, ballpark, then we can't even play a game, is what I'm saying. Like, don't even come at me. So if you want to say something negative, you know, back it up. And again, this is not like a challenge or something like that. By all means, I know, like, this is not the greatest toolbox, you know, in the world with all the best stuff in it or something like that. It's mine. I like it. I take care of it. My clients like it, you know, whatever. You know, it says something. Yes, I use my tools. I just take care of them. I don't know what to tell you. And you'll find out more in previous videos and future videos or whatever. So I'm going to end it at that. I appreciate all the positive comments as usual. thank you. I'm going to move on and make a video of the box because I know everybody's wanting to see it. And I ramble, and I'm going to ramble in the next video. Take it easy.